Hello everybody and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In the purple mystery box there is some math and your challenge is to figure out what it is. You can use the link in the description if you want to try this out, and when you think you've got an idea, come on back and see if we get the same thing. Okay, I'm going to begin with a 0. And 0 gives me, well, basically 1, I guess. That's interesting. How about 1? Oh, and that's, well, that looks like a non-repeating decimal. So is this some trig function? I mean, the cosine would be 1 at 0. I don't know why it came out as 0.999 though. That's strange. Well, let's keep going. 2. Okay, how about 3? 4? And that's off the graph on the negatives. It's hard to get a sense of the shape of this. I'm going to put in some negative numbers. Okay. Oh, I think I may have an idea here. Let me start putting in some approximations for values of trig. So let's do pi, so 3.14. And that's very close to 1. And then let's do pi over 2, so 1.5-ish. Okay, and that's close to -1. What about maybe a value for pi over 4, so 0.7? That's really large. Interesting. What about negative pi over 4, an approximation for that? So negative 0.7. And that's basically 0. So what I'm thinking here, we're up and down all over the place. I think this might be the tangent. It's got that shape where it has arms that reach down to negative infinity and then quickly up to positive infinity and kind of flatten out in the middle, and that repeats itself. You can sort of see those shapes here. It's odd though. Let's just talk about the trig functions. The tangent is the sine over the cosine. And at the angle of 0, you've got the point 1,0. This is your sine, this is your cosine. You would expect the tangent to be 0 over 1, and that would be 0. It's not. It's up here at 1. And the place where the tangent is 1 is right here at pi over 4, because that is where the sine and the cosine are the same value. They're the square root of 2 over 2. So the tangent would be the square root of 2 over 2 over the square root of 2 over 2, which is 1. So it looks like maybe we have the tangent that's been moved back pi over 4. And if that's the case, that would be f of x equals the tangent of x plus pi over 4. And that would make sense that we'd get to a 1 here at 0, because 0 plus pi over 4 would be pi over 4, and that's the value for tangent that you'd expect at pi over 4. And then here at negative pi over 4, we're basically getting 0, and that's what you would expect there. It also actually fits here why this is 0.999, because the computer did some dividing, the sine divided by the cosine, I guess, and came really, really close to 1, but it wasn't like the automatic answer. It lost some accuracy in the rounding, I guess. So I think all those points are pointing to the fact that this is probably the tangent moved over by pi over 4. I think I've got that right. Let me take a look. Yeah, so that's the tangent of x plus pi over 4. Just shifts it to the left, that pi over 4. And let's graph that as well. Yeah, there are those big tangent lines that flatten out near the middle and then shoot up and down to infinity. Well, how did that go? Another tricky one? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.